Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur nil. That is probably the best Arsenal performance I've seen at White Hart Lane, or at whatever their ground's called. Don't even know what it's called. Don't care about them. Awful team. The best performance I've seen in a North London derby when we're at their ground since 2014-15. Whenever we last won, I think it was 14. Incredible. Everyone, first of all, Ramsdale. All the haters have shut up now. They're saying, "Oh, he's not fit to wear the Arsenal shirt. He'll flop. Relegated 2 times, 3 times, whatever." That proves why he is a top class keeper. He was absolutely incredible. I think he faced some like 7 shots. He had an expected goals faced of like 2.41 or 2.47, something like that, and he saved all of them. He's incredible. Gabriel and Saliba at the back, rocks. Didn't put a foot wrong. Saliba made a dodgy challenge, but I mean, defenders always do. Zinchenko, well, thank you, Manchester City. Thank you so much. I don't understand how they can get rid of a player like that and go and get Sergio Gomez, who is, in my opinion, awful. Is what Ben White is. He's a gift that just keeps on giving. He's been our most consistent Arsenal player this season, in my opinion. He just always puts 8+ performances in, even against Newcastle when it was 0-0, even against Man United. Like incredible. Partey and Xhaka. I mean, what more can we say about Partey? Whenever Partey's in that team, we're winning. Whenever he's not in the team, the 2 games he hasn't started was Man United, we lost, and I believe PSV when we lost. 2 matches. So every game that he starts, we just seem to win. He's just, in my opinion, this season the best CDM in the Prem. Casemiro's close up there, but he's only sort of done well after the World Cup. Before the World Cup, he was okay, nothing to scream about though. So for me, Partey's been the best. Granit Xhaka as well. He just keeps on giving. He's just incredible. For us, what Arteta has done with him, changed his Arsenal career around, moved him into more attacking role, letting Partey sit as the pivot, and then Odegaard and Xhaka sort of the more attacking roles, sort of creating like a 5 in forward. I just think it's incredible what Arteta's done. Odegaard's, I mean, what more do I have to say? The best attacking midfielder in the Premier League this season. Everyone's saying De Bruyne. No, De Bruyne's been crap this season. I'm sorry, he's hasn't lived up to the expectation that everyone's been saying he should do. Odegaard is incredible. Always performs. Everyone said, "Oh, doesn't perform in big games." That was a big game, and he performed with an outstanding strike from like 23, 24 yards out, beating Lloris. Incredible. Martinelli, I didn't think he was insane, but I mean, he's been off form for the last couple of games after the World Cup. I think the player that the World Cup break has affected the most is Martinelli. Obviously, not getting game time under Teat in the World Cup, or however you say the manager's name. It's really affected him. Like before the World Cup, he was our standout player along with Saka and Jesus and everything. After the World Cup, it seems like he's dropped his form a bit. If he gets back to form, whilst Jesus is out anyway, it would be incredible. But to be honest with you, I think Martinelli works well off of Jesus, because Jesus sort of drops and becomes sort of that centre forward false 9 role. He's not a natural striker, which is what Arsenal need. However, Jesus does it really well, not being a natural striker. Like he drops in, receives the ball, drives out and plays it off, and then makes another option. Like his movement off the ball is incredible, but I mean, Nketiah is just good as well. Last night, we saw why he was good as well. Obviously, not getting his goal. A couple of chances created where he could have done better. That little chip from Xhaka into him. If it was a better touch, that's a goal in my eyes. Every day of the week. Touch sort of took it away from him, which a bit unfortunate. But I mean, we won 2-0, and then Saka, obviously, I wouldn't say scoring the goal, but let's say assisting. He assisted Lloris for the goal. Listen, every time he gets the ball, he just has the eyes for goal. He either wants to create a chance to score or score himself, which is what we've missed, to be honest with you. Like, I think he's been our best winger or attacker since Alexis Sanchez, in my opinion. We haven't really seen a player like like Saka since Sanchez. Sorry, two very different players, but both do the same thing. They both have the end product, and that's what we need. Honestly, the game was incredible. Nothing more we could have asked for as Arsenal fans, to be honest with you. I'm going to go through my match ratings now. So Ramsdale gets a 10. Instantly a 10. Kept a clean sheet. First clean sheet in North London derby since, I think it was 2015 or 14, when Mikel Arteta played in it. Obviously the post-match interview where he said, yeah, I know I played in it. But I mean, yeah, like I said, 7 shots faced, 7 saves, 2.41 expected goals faced. Incredible. Just didn't really put a foot wrong. Ben White, I'll go with an 8. Nothing like awful. He didn't do anything bad in my eyes. Always there to just clean up when it was needed. Kept Son very quiet, which was what the talking point would have been, because obviously Son isn't on form, but always in North London derby he always just randomly gets a burst of form. So I feel like he did well to keep Son quiet. Zinchenko 10. The way how he just drifts into centre mid and just stays there and just holds that midfield together with Partey is incredible. And also him defensively, I'm seeing a slight improvement from him. Did well against Kulusevski. Because obviously that was in my opinion, that was their standout player. Kulusevski was the only way they were going to get a goal is from Kulusevski creating it. He was good yesterday. So yeah, I give him a 9. Gabriel, I'm gonna go 9. Didn't, in my eyes, put a foot wrong. Was incredible the whole game. Strong at the back. In my eyes, he's overhated by Arsenal fans. I felt like Saliba's come in and had these like standout performances in an Arsenal shirt. That Gabriel should have been sort of been like shunned out a bit. He's been forgotten, but I love Gabriel. I think the last couple of games after the World Cup, Gabriel has been better than Saliba. Saliba's made a few mistakes in games, which have almost cost us, but in my eyes, Gabriel has been better after the World Cup. Saliba, I'm going to go over 8 as well. They both did the same thing. Both did their job. Both did it well. Kept a clean sheet. Good at cleaning everything up. Kept Kane very quiet, which is what everyone was saying. They're like, oh, will Kane, Son and Kulusevski, will the Arsenal defence will be able to deal with the pressure? Yes. Yes, we were. Partey, 10. Honestly, if that volley went in the first half, would have been incredible. The technique that he has as a central midfielder is incredible. That's something you expect from either your striker or your attacking midfielder, not your centre defensive midfielder. He is just incredible in an Arsenal shirt, and as long as we keep him fit this season, I don't see why we can't win the league. He's so like important in that Arsenal side that if we miss him for a game, it will be a big miss. Because yes, we've got El Neni, but he's not like Partey. El Neni sort of gets the ball and always plays it backwards. Whereas Partey gets the ball, looks up, looks for a forward chance. Like that moment in the second half where first half, when he picked up the ball, he had I think it was that Pape Sarr and I think it was Højbjerg press him, and instead of playing it back to Ben White, he saw Saka, which then exposed the midfield. Saka dribbled, played it into Odegaard, and that's when obviously our second goal came. He's just incredible for us. Granit Xhaka, I'm giving him an 8. Obviously nothing incredible, almost got an assist for Nketiah, but I mean he, like I said, with the centre backs, did his job and almost murdered someone after the match. Thankfully Arteta stopped him, otherwise Arteta just saw the title just slip away after Xhaka was sprinting towards them. But I mean, yeah, give him an 8. He was good. Odegaard 10, incredible. Controlled that game. He's just insane in an Arsenal shirt. 30 million is a steal. So honestly, Real Madrid, thank you so much. 30 million is an absolute steal. You can see why he was at Real Madrid at 15, 16, and he was called their wonder kid. But he's just incredible. Saka, I'm gonna give him a 9. The way every time he picked up the ball, it just felt like Sessegnon wasn't gonna get the ball. I feel like every time Saka got the ball, Sessegnon would just like let him go past. That's how good Saka is. It just looked like Sessegnon just gave up. I did feel bad for Sessegnon because he didn't have any backing. If like one of the midfielders would drift over and shut Saka out, it would have been a different game. But yeah, I'm gonna give Saka a 9. Martinelli, I'm gonna give him a 7. Didn't do anything special. Did a nice little fancy touch off his back, which again rattled Romero. But he's an awful centre back anyway. Yeah, give him a 7. Again, if he can get back to form, would be great. But I mean, at the moment he's off form, which is a bit of a L for us, to be honest with you. But oh well. And Nketiah, I'm gonna give him a 7 as well. I don't know, I'm gonna give him an 8. The chances that he had, one of them, yes, should have been put away. But I mean, Lloris for some reason in the second half just turned into a magnet to the ball. And the ball always just hit off him. He would always just save the ball. It's just unfortunate. On another day, they might have gone in. But I mean, yeah, so they're my match ratings. Overall, the game was incredible. We dominated the whole game. Ramsdale just was the stand-up player for me. I think my man of the match is between Zinchenko, Partey, Odegaard or Ramsdale. But yeah, it's moments like that just makes me happy to be an Arsenal fan. Like seeing that performance from last May when we got demolished 3-0 and Rob Holding got sent off in the first half. It's just a different game, really. It just shows how much Arteta's improved this club and how much we've grown as a team. It just, honestly, every time I watch us play, I just can't get a smile off my face. I'm just in love with the club. So yeah, those are my match ratings and my overall thoughts on the game. Obviously, we saw that incident at the end where the Spurs fan kicked Ramsdale, and my view on it, I hope he gets banned from football stadiums for life and does a little bit of jail time, because that is technically assault. Because yes, he's winding the fans up, but Ramsdale did say it was well received by the Spurs fans. It's just, they just ruined the day, to be honest with you. They just ruined a good day. Obviously, it wasn't a good day for them because we beat them, but good day for us. They just ruined a good day for Ramsdale, because you can see after it his mood dropped. Like when we were all doing the celebrations, his mood just dropped, which is quite unfortunate. But I mean, yeah, those are my match ratings and game review on the North London derby. There should be a game review of the Man United game coming up after next Sunday. There might be a match preview. Not too sure though. Not sure what I could speak about, like predicting team or stuff. But yeah, there will definitely be a match post match review. Sorry. I'm just giving my quick prediction now. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal. I think Rashford's gonna score, but I feel like us at home is just gonna be unstoppable for them. But yeah, so that was my match review of the North London derby. Arsenal are now 8 points clear, which I used to dream of times of these. I used to pray for times like this. But I mean, listen, Arteta's changed the team. He's changed the club around, and who says we can't go for the title now? Man City have dropped off of form recently, obviously drawing to Saints in the Carabao Cup, losing to Man United. Yeah, but I just think we can go all out, get a couple signings in January, and yeah, I don't see why we can't win the league. But yeah, so that was my video on the match reviews and everything. I hope you all enjoyed it, and yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.